Take it. Aitor, top of the table going into the new year. You have a point clear and you have a game in hand. How pleased are you with your work in the first half of the season?
I think it has been amazing because we had no bad month, but 2 weeks, 3 weeks when we lost against Cardiff and I remember now, and we didn't have points. But after that, those games we started against Wolves, and the performances have been amazing. Always, the attitude always is really good, and for the reason we are at that position now.
Can Middlesbrough still improve? Can you still get better?
We try always to improve, but for example now, if you speak about that we are not conceding goals, it's impossible to improve because we didn't, I don't remember now how many games without scoring. So, but if we can't improve, we have to keep going at least in the same way.
How much confidence do you have in your defence right now? You say you're not conceding. That's been 7 league matches in a row. How much confidence do you and the players have in your defence?
I think it's not, I said, I don't know how many times, it's not just about the defenders, it's not just about the keeper, because the keeper is doing well because he has another 2 pushing him every single day here. The defenders are good because they have another 6 players in front of them, organized and working for them. So, for example, last Monday we finished the game with 11 defenders. So it's not just about the 4 defenders, it's about all the team, and the team is really, really organized. And we can't forget that with this month we've played against teams like Ipswich, like Brighton, Burnley, Birmingham, and we've been really, really good.
When you arrived here 2 years ago, the one thing Middlesbrough were doing, they were conceding probably too many goals. You're a defender, a former defender yourself. Has that been the thing that's pleased you the most, the fact that you've managed to get the team to tighten up?
Yeah, because when I came here, I wanted to fix that, because I knew that when I had fixed that problem with the quality arriving the following season, and especially this season, we were going to be not in this position but in a good position. So if you are organized and you have quality up front, you can make difference. And this season we have that quality up front, so for that reason we are making that difference.
Do you worry with the transfer window opening up that perhaps Premier League teams might look at your defenders and say they're not conceding goals, we could do with 1 or 2 of those?
No, because we are not conceding goals because we are a team. And it's not about 1 player, it's not about 2 players, it's about the team. And for example, we had offers for players from Premier League in June or in July or in August, and they decided to stay here. So if they decide to stay here in August or July, imagine now when we are in the position that where we are. So I don't have any concern, because all the players who I have wants to be here.
You've beaten Brighton convincingly, you beat Burnley as well, 2 of the teams you expect to challenge. Next up is Derby County. How big a game is this for your team?
Another big game. For me, I said no now at the beginning of the season that is the best, or if not the best, the second better team in the league, because they've been investing the last 2-3 years to get promotion. So every single transfer market they are investing, and now they have a really good manager. So I said at the beginning, and I say now, that they are not the biggest rival, because for me it's not a problem to finish second and to get promotion and play a season in Premier League, but again it's not the best, one of the better teams in the league.
Can I ask you about Patrick Bamford? In the last few days he's terminated his loan deal at Crystal Palace. Are you likely to go back in and try and get him for the rest of the season?
I said 3 weeks ago that I don't want to speak every single press conference about Patrick, because he knows me, I know him, and again we have to think about ourselves, and we'll do which is better for everybody. But again, now in my mind have the players who I have now, because they deserve all credit, because we are in that position, because they started the season with us, and for that reason all of them are in my head.
Would you be content to go into the second half of the season with what you have, or ideally do you think you need to add one or two?
At the moment, it's difficult to improve, because we are at the top of the table. We are one game less, but again we have a meeting next week, and if something interesting is arriving, it can be good. But no like last season or my first season here, when it was really important. Now the main squad is built, so I'm really pleased, and all of them are really pleased here. So we are not Ross, so we are confident.
Rhys Williams back to full fitness?
Yes, he's training with the team. We are considering to send him on loan because he needs to play, and the best way to get fit again is playing. And obviously it's difficult to play in this team now, so we are considering to send him on loan.
Am I right in saying there's been a couple of championship clubs that have expressed an interest in taking Rhys on loan?
Yes, because he's a really good player, so we have to think together where is the right place for him.
Thank you.
Aitor, you said before the trip to Brighton, when that was first against second, that it was just the next game, another game, but this is first game of the new year, there'll be a big crowd. You could start to open up a gap if you won. Is it still just another game?
Yes, because there are 3 points, and thankfully now we are in a really good position. So for the reason it's 3 points, if we beat the derby, we will be in a much better position. But if we lose, we will be not at the top of the table, but in the second position, when one game less. So there are 3 points. And the main thing for me is how we arrived to this game, because when we looked at the board and I looked at the games against Ipswich, Brighton, Burnley, Birmingham, Sheffield, it was a really difficult month, and now we are arriving to this game in a really good position.
As you said, you've played some of the big teams in the division. Just that wave of confidence through not conceding, through winning those games, through going top. That whole bank of confidence, how good does that feel for everyone going into the second half of the season?
I think it's really important because it's the main thing that the players show me, because we are really confident. Sometimes I am a little bit upset with their performance, but they feel really confident on the pitch, and the other teams know how difficult it is to score goals against us. And for that reason, when you are confident on the pitch, when you know that you are a really organised team, and when you know that you have a lot of players with a lot of quality to score goals, it's nice.
Paul Clement followed a similar path to yourself. Have you been impressed with his work so far this season?
No, I'm not impressed, because everybody had said how good he is. But I don't think he's the same as me, because the only thing that we have similarities is that we've been working with 2 top coaches. He was working with Carlo, and I was working with Jose, because for example, he's English, and he knows the league, he knows the language, and when I came here I didn't know the league, I didn't know the language. When I came here, the team was